Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 21, round 10 of the Moto3 World Championship in MotoGP 21, and it's Assen for the Dutch GP. So starting in pole position is Grant with Acosta and Binder on the front row, Rodrigo, McPhee and Suzuki on the second, Alcoba, Masia, Artigas, Mino, Foggia and Fernandez, Yamanaka, Guevara, Koffler, Toba, Garcia on Chu, Sasaki, Fenati, Antonelli, Dupasquier, Cooney, Fallon, Tatai, Nepa, Salat, Rossi and Farid Izdihar at the back of the grid. So we now look to the lights for this Dutch GP, a magnificent track, and we are ready to go. Brilliant start from Grant. We are only utilising power setting 1, so we are going to struggle as things get underway. Look at the two riders ahead of us. It's John McPhee, Darren Binder, Pedro Acosta, Alcoba, Artigas. Everyone's getting over the inside of Grant. The World Championship leader is getting bullied as this Grand Prix starts. A little bit of contact there with Jam and Masia already as this Grand Prix just begins. Now onto the right-hand side for turn 3. We could fight back here and get over the inside of Masia. Brilliant start, awesome start as well for Adrian Fernandez as well, our teammate, but we are going to go for the inside, give him a bit of a shove, give Alcoba a shove as well for good measure. Brilliant move, because we cannot lose the toe to the top front guys. If we lose the toe to the front guys going into these next couple of sectors, then forget about it, we're going to be so far down, as Masia gets a lot of speed in that Red Bull KTM. Let me try and move out of his way, don't fancy getting bumped up the rear from Masia. As we're now, Massey's up into 8th place. This is a battle for 8th. Wow. I thought this was a battle already for 2nd or 3rd. As Alcoba tries to go around the outside. I'm not having Jeremy Alcoba go around the outside. No way. That's my move. Patented Dr. Ace goes around the outside. Alcoba, you will not be stealing my thunder today. Now again to the left-hand side for De Bolt. Dennis Foggia ahead of us. Of course, Dennis Foggia giving us a little bit of a tow in free practice, getting us through the qualifying sessions, or at least getting us entry into qualifying 2. Now onto the right-hand side for the Duke of Sloot. Pedro Acosta had a magnificent start, and he hasn't even looked back once. Binder and McPhee are right with him. The Petronas Sprinter Racing boys are right there, exactly where they want to be. I tell you what, they have been the best team this season, without a doubt, and it is certainly showing in the team championship as Masia now moves over the inside of Foggia. That is an awesome move from the very, very strong Spaniard. But can we get 2 for 1 going into the Great Timor Chicane? Awesome. Absolutely awesome. We do run a little bit tight there, and we do end up cutting the corner. It's so difficult to get that corner right, and there on display, I certainly didn't get it right at all. Now going into the right-hand side, Jamamasi is going to be there, but he's not close enough for a lunge. For the Harbok, we managed to maintain 7th place, as currently as things stand anyway. But we're going to still continue to push forward and hopefully get into this battle, because what a battle this is going to be. Binder's now into the lead with Rodrigo 2nd. Can't quite see John McPhee. I think he's in 4th place, just ahead of Xavi Artigas. Tell you what, Artigas has really flown the flag for the Leopard Racing Honda team. Thought Dennis Foggia would be the man, but not in this MotoGP career mode. Artigas is definitely the man to beat in that particular team, in the Duck Egg Blue squad. Now on the right-hand side for the very difficult Wienschlang. And then get onto the left-hand side. Make sure those tyres are parallel when braking into the Russian hook, otherwise you'll completely get it out of shape, and you'll probably end up going into the kitty litter, so do be warned. Now for the Steckenval, pretty good escape out of there. Masia is not close enough for a lunge, which we certainly don't want, because Masia has been extremely aggressive. We've had a lot of tay-to-tays this season with Masia, and I don't fancy another one right here in this magnificent track right now. So, of course, getting closer and closer to Tatsuki Suzuki. Xavi Artigas in the middle. He's made no ground on John McPhee. Probably quite happy to sit together right now. We're not going to be doing anything too silly. There's Binder, Rodrigo, Acosta right up there. Tell you what, Acosta's really coming into his own as this season progressed. I guess that makes sense for a young rookie coming into the championship. Not in real life, of course, because Pedro Acosta is absolutely bloody brilliant. But right in the video game, he is taking his time to get used to the whole shebang. Now going into the very difficult right-hander. Closing right over the inside. Oh my god! Where did we get that extra speed boost? We got a magnificent amount of speed boost and just completely lapped into the side of Tatsuki Suzuki. I do apologise to Suzuki-san, that was a bit uncalled for, to the 658 Squadra Racer. And now onto the round the outside, or on the outside, apologies, for Harbuk. Now for the turn 2. Turn 3 to be navigated as well, again on the right-hand side of the tyre. The right-hand side of the tyre in this track does take quite a pounding. And then when you go onto the left-hand side here, the tyre's a little bit cold. I tell you what, is that going to be it? Oh my goodness, what a move. What a move up on the inside of Tatsuki Suzuki. He had no idea that was coming. And I tell you what, neither did you. I certainly knew it was coming. I remember doing it. Now into the rear of Xavi Artigas. Tatsuki Suzuki is getting a little bit further ahead, but now Masia comes up the inside. What a move. At my entire body tense then. Goodness me, Jama Masia. He is aggressive on that Red Bull KTM, isn't he? He really wants business. The 4 riders up here are all sponsored by DrAce Leathers. Look at that. What a I love mentioning that little silly factoid for you. Even Dennis Foggy behind is also running the DrAce Leathers, and John McPhee obviously further ahead. He's running the Alpine Stars, as that was a brilliant move going around the outside of Jama Masia. Artigas is a little bit in the way, and the 3 guys ahead are beginning to pull away. John McPhee hasn't quite got the speed to maintain that pace at the front, so we'll try and catch up to him, try and surpass him, so then we can close them down. Of course, only using power setting 1, it would be much easier with power setting 2 or 3, but we'll have to make do with what we've been given. Now, getting closer and closer to Artigas, the Great Timmy Chicane. Can we get a 2-for-1 deal in this one? Not quite. Looks like there was only one on for sale today, as he fights it back. We've got a refund. No way. Xavi Artigas gets back ahead, and now we have lost a massive amount of tow. We really need a tow, because look at us getting absolutely swarmed going into turn 1. So Jama Masia up on the inside. Oh, I thought Foggy was going to have a lunge as well. Thankfully, he thought better of that one. But we have spent too much time down here in 8th place. This is quite the challenge to chase down the guys at the front. Getting a bit too close to Jama Masia there as well. As Dennis Foggia tries to go to the inside. What a move from Foggia. That is brave. That is confidence personified. Shout out to the young Italian. That was brilliant. Can't even be mad at that move. Sometimes, as long as you make it stick. If you go for the overtake and you make it stick, I will not be mad. If you go for the overtake and you dilly-dally and you end up pushing me wide, then I'll be mad. Then I get to scream at the microphone. But Jeremy Alcoba now tries to go for the inside. Great stuff from him. It's Andrea Mino. Oh my goodness. Of course, Mino last time out in Sachsenring was absolutely brilliant. Took his first victory of the season. I don't fancy losing again. Could we go 2-for-1 in this corner as well? Not quite. Mino around the outside. Oh, Alcoba gets sandwiched in. The British and Italian sandwich squashed him in. British bread and Italian bread. As we now go around the outside of Jama Masia. Excuse me, Andrea Mino. Jama Masia is further up the road. He is ahead of Xavi Artigas now. As Dennis Foggy, he's failing it now. He's fancying to come into this battle as well. He wants to be part of this one. But he's not going to be there much longer, because I'm going to give him the big don't argue. Went straight up on the inside of him, just like he did the same to me earlier on. Obviously wasn't quite in the same corner, but he still had a very similar move up his sleeve. Now onto the left-hand side for the hog hide for turn 14. Xavi Artigas, he is also losing a bit of ground to the guys in front, maybe having a little bit of a breather, and then he'll sort of regain his energy and fight back again. Now onto the right-hand side, flick it to the left. Great exit speed here from Grant. Brilliant exit speed, but we've got to stay with them. We have to stay with them in the slipstream, otherwise we'll not gain enough tenths to chase down the guys in the front. But do recall our race pace in free practice session. If you were there at 4 PM today watching the free practice session as we go for the inside of Xavi Artigas, beautiful manoeuvre. Can we take Jama Masia as well? That's gorgeous. Unbelievable moves. Brilliant stuff. But if you were here at 4 PM, actually I'm going to line up a Suzuki here. Oh, I knew that was coming. And John McPhee as well. Why not let it fly? Not quite. John McPhee holds it round the outside. Getting close to John McPhee. I'm still trying to say what I was saying earlier about 4 PM, but we'll get there in a minute. As Suzuki tries to go round the outside. Will he have the inside line for the right-hand side? Oh, that's aggressive from Suzuki. The Japanese went kamikaze. We try and fight back against him. Brilliant. Can we then get around the outside of John McPhee going into the beach line to the second vault? Oh, is that going to stick? Oh, you bet it. Oh, you bet it stuck. That is beautiful. What a fantastic race this has been already, guys. This has been another absolutely brilliant race. I'm loving this career mode so far. MotoGP 21, you beauty. I'm loving it. If you were here at 4 PM though, I finally get to say what I was trying to say earlier, you would have noticed the consistent pace we had in free practice 1, and that was a lot of 145s to a low 145s, when that was obviously on our own, on the similarly used tyres to what we have now. So now that we're on our own, let's see what lap times we can put in, and let's see if we can chase down Darren Binder, Pedro Acosta, and Gabriel Rodrigo. Because we want to get that podium, we want to get back on the podium, we want to keep fighting, as we're going to run it a little bit wide. Oh, bloody curse. I've jinxed myself. We went completely wide into the Great Timmy Chicane and completely ruined it. We've now dropped down from what was 4th place, chasing down the front runners, now to 10th, now to 11th. Is it going to go worse? Oh, we're down into 12th place now. Andrea Mino has a look on his left-hand side, wondering where the hell I was. Unfortunately, I made a bit of a mistake, because the V&E rider is going to get up on the inside. Brilliant stuff. Ooh, Oh, a little bit wide. Oh, come on. I still got a track limit warning for that. I appreciate that I went off onto the green, so I slowed it down, let a rider through, and it still gave me a long lap penalty, or at least one of the increments to getting a penalty for the long lap penalty. So teammate Adrian Fernandez is behind us as well. Hopefully he doesn't fancy doing something silly to us, as we give Sergio Garcia a little bit of a bump. The young Spaniard, he's getting a lot of speed, and speak about Adrian Fernandez as well, he's fancying it. Can he go for the inside of Sergio Garcia? That's gorgeous. He's taking a book. Oh, a little bit wide going into rushing up, but we got massive speed to go around the outside of not one, but two riders. I think Adrian Fernandez was taking a leaf out of his teammate Grant Buck there, going around the outside. And you know what? Even Fenati, our other teammate, loves to go around the outside. So everyone's laughing. We all love to go around the outside. Everyone's loving it. If you like going around the outside, hit the like button. That's the best way to tell me you like they're going around the outside. Now go to the inside of Andrea Mino. Brilliant manoeuvre. Keita Toba, he beat me in free practice session 1, and we're miffed, so I'm going to go around the outside of you as well, Sunshine. Not quite. We're going to have to get a lot of speed. Oh, careful. Ooh. I think we touched the green there, but the game was generous. Thank goodness for that. We don't fancy a long lap penalty. Not here today. I don't even know where it is. It might be around... yeah, on the graphic I can see it's probably around turn 3. But anyway, we don't want to go there as we go for the inside of Keita Toba. Not quite. Toba, brilliantly defended. Brilliant defence from Keita Toba there. But we're into the slipstream. This is going to be interesting. Let's see if we can stay with them going into turn 1. And as you can see, we can't. We really can't. Even if we go close to the slipstream or even right at the back of them, we can't seem to get through. As we a little bit contact made there with the Japanese rider. My apologies, Toba. We got a little bit too close for comforts there. And we try and go around the... Oh, that's a gorgeous move if that makes it stick. Can we go 1? Can we go 2? Can we go 3 as well on Foggia? Yes, we can. 3 riders in one corner, and then to flick over the inside of the Proustal rider. Brilliant! Up on the inside of the Proustal car expert rider. Ryusa Yamanaka didn't see that one coming, and whoa, Yamanaka got a massive amount of speed. He's also on the KTM as well. We're on the Husqvarna, but it's basically a KTM with a Husqvarna chassis. Now onto the right hand side. I see potential. I see the speed now. We're going to catch up to the guys in front. We needed a few laps to calm things down, get a little bit out of shape and whatnot. And now finally, things can sort of relax a little bit. We can sort of change it up now. Instead of trying to fight past everyone, let's concentrate on getting some good laps in, get a gap from behind, and focus on chasing down Xavi Artigas. So ahead of him is John McPhee. John McPhee has actually gone backwards in this Grand Prix, which is really surprising. It seems to be whenever I don't have that great of a race, John McPhee seems to follow suit. He needs to be capitalising on when I don't have a great race. Gabriel Rodrigo's doing that right now. Rodrigo is looking pretty good so far this season. He seems to be getting really into it, and same as Darren Binder. He's had some disappointing races, but this one seems to be Darren Binder's if he can continue to chase down Gabriel Rodrigo and Pedro Acosta. So Artigas now takes advantage of John McPhee's drop in pace as we now go onto the right hand side of the tyre for the great Timoshin Bok. I can't even pronounce it. And going into the left hand side for turn 17 around the outside of Artigas. Gorgeously done. Stunning move around the outside, and Grant sets the fast lap of the race. A 1:44.823. We didn't get that close. I think we set a 1:44.9 if I remember right. But we certainly didn't get a 1:44.823. That's a magnificent lap. Now, oh, contact made there with John McPhee. Dunlop rubber touching each other there. Not ideal as John McPhee. Will he try and go for the inside? Not quite. Thankfully shutting the door off and slamming the door into his face. We're getting putting a padlock on it as well next time. Get over the inside of Satsuki Suzuki. Brilliant. Brilliant manoeuvre. See, this is why we did the race pace. Free practice was imperative to learn how to handle these tyres. In practice, use heavily worn tyres and you will find speed. And never mind about that right now because Suzuki gets up on the inside. Could we let him go into the tyre inside and we go around the outside? Oh, that was close. Oh, there was almost contact made there with his elbow. Brilliantly done though. We now go into Steckenval with a 10th and a bit lead to Satsuki Suzuki, so we should, in theory, be fine and dandy. Yamamasa to take down next, and then it's going to be the very, very difficult task of chasing down the guys ahead there. 5 seconds up the road. It's probably not going to happen, but we'll give it our best shot. See what we can do. The right-hand side of the tyre of both the front and rear is getting a bit worn, but of course we are still very, very capable of performing fast lap times as long as we have the clear track. Getting into the battles, it's a little bit of a different story because they have the slipstream, they get into our way, and we can't seem to get past. Now onto the left-hand side for turn 14. Brilliant corner. The Ramshook absolutely gorgeous. I'll never forget the Grand Prix in 2013, I believe. Might have been... I can't think. 2014? No, I think it was 20... it's definitely 2013. It was Maverick Vinales versus Luis Salom, Alex Rins, and even Miguel Oliveira all battering it out. It was amazing. One of the best last lap battles I've ever seen. I think Maverick came out on top. I don't remember. It was one hell of a battle as we do go over the track limit warning once again. Up on the inside of Jama Masia. Gorgeous. Oh, is he going to round the outside? Not quite. We have the tyre life. That is good. Now I'll brake very tight up on the inside for Struben. Good stuff. Good acceleration out of this corner is what we require. We had a 0.3 of a second gap going out of the corner. How much will Jama Masia close in on us? He's right there already, right on cue. I was looking at the number on the left-hand side of the screen. I was seeing it deteriorate, and there he is already. Can we go around the outside of Jama Masia? Oh, in fact, let him play it tight and go up on the inside. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely gorgeous. You've got to learn racing with the best of them. I thought he was going to go wide. Let him do it, then get up on the inside. You give away to receive, if that makes any sense. I might just be talking gibberish, but we got the inside of Jama Masia, and we're now into 4th place. If this is what's going to become, if this is our future for today's Grand Prix, I can't be too mad. A 4th place is a damn good finish. It's not the podium that we want, but we'll see how things go. We still have 2 laps remaining, or 2.5 laps-ish, so let's see how things transpire. But Masia is behind us by about 0.3 of a second. We're on the fastest lap, or at least currently on pace to setting the fast lap of the race, which would be another 1:44. We actually had 2 laps in a row we were into the 1:44s, and the last lap was, of course, the better one. And I'm still very impressed with that pace. In qualifying we set 1:45s, or at least in qualifying it was in the wet, but in the dry sessions in the practice we set a couple of 1:45s and only 1:44. And here we go again with another 1:44. Brilliant race pace right now. Let's continue to push. We've got 2 laps remaining, guys. Penultimate lap time. Can we chase them down? 3 seconds to Darren Binder. That's a lot to ask. That is a massive ton to ask. We're going to have to be 1.5 seconds quicker than them into the final 2 laps. That is a lot to ask. And the tyres are pretty worn right now. We're only in power setting 1. This is going to be one heck of a comeback if we can get the job done. But honestly, we need them to start fighting. I think Pedro Acosta's got a couple of tenths ahead of Darren Binder and Rodrigo. You can just see in the distance there. So it seems to be just a battle for 2nd and 3rd. But at the same time, they aren't really engaging in a fight. We need them to really battle it out now. We've taken a second from them, so not all is lost yet, or I do believe, maybe not, I'm not so sure. We're going to have to give it everything we've got. I'd rather go down in a big fireball, a big flaming pile of burning rubber, than to absolutely just give up and take 4th place. I'm going to go for it, guys, you know I am. It's so tempting just to push up on the D-pad and just move into power setting 2 or 3. God knows we've got the fuel remaining, but we did say power setting 1 would be the only thing we've got, and power setting 1 is the only thing we're going to be using. And I don't think it's going to be enough. It's the 3 seconds to Gabriel Rodrigo. We're going to need a couple more laps. If we had maybe 1 or 2 more laps, it would probably do it. We're going into the final corner for the penultimate time. Now onto the left-hand side, we're going to improve our lap time potentially. We're going to be very, very close to the 1:44.497. It's a 1:44.538. So again, magnificent pace, but 2.2 seconds separates us to Gabriel Rodrigo in 3rd place. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Absolutely everything. Complete kitchen sink. The whole shebang is going to be thrown at this one to try and chase these guys down. Jama Masia is not even worth mentioning anymore. He's 2 seconds behind. 2 seconds ahead, 2 seconds behind. Oh, we're so close. Please, Rodrigo, just engage with Binder a little bit more. We're going to lose so much time on the straight here. It might even go back up to 2 seconds. But let's see what we can do going into Wienschlang and even to the Steckenval. Let's see how we can get on and see if we can just steal a couple more tenths. That's all we need. Just a little bit more. We're so close, but yet so far away as we slide the rear going into Russian up there. That was beautiful. Oh, we've just abused the limits. We've just abused the limits, guys. And that could be concerning. Maybe that's it. Maybe we shouldn't push as much. We've got to think of the championship here, guys. We're going to sign in a brand new contract with Moto 2 or MotoGP or Moto 3. I still haven't decided yet where I'm going to be going, but I want to be signing a contract soon, so we've got the worry about next season over and done with, and we can focus on the future. But right now, the championship is the only important thing right now, and we have to be sensible about it. We have to focus in and see what we can do. On the right hand side for turn 12, we're not going to make it. It's 1.5 seconds, but goodness me, we're on a very quick lap. This could even be a 1:43 lap, ladies and gentlemen. It could be very close. And look how close we are, though. We're not even that far away. Acosta will win this Grand Prix. Binder in second place. Rodrigo takes third. But Acosta wins! Wins his second Grand Prix of the season. Binder second, Rodrigo third, and Grant takes fourth place. Magnificent finish for Pedro Acosta, winning here in the Dutch GP. Binder second and Gabriel Rodrigo, but we were just 1 second away from taking second place. I tell you what, you can't be mad at that one with a 1:44.222. So of course the championship lead is still in Grant's hand. He's 42 points ahead of Gabriel Rodrigo and 47 away from another contender, Darren Binder. The Petronas Sprinter Racing team are still leading the championship. They're up by 27 points to Red Bull KTM IO and 53 of Estero Garda Max Racing team in third place. So guys, as always, thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be alerted to every single DrAce upload. And upon that note guys, thank you for watching and ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.